Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again with another video. Peace, love, and abundance, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. As always, if you want to support the channel, I'll leave all my links in my description. Make sure y'all check out the Retain gang community. If you need help on your journey, man, this is a great space for you to receive that. All right, so tap in. This is an example, guys, of why you need to master yourself. All right, gain some self-control. So we're gonna get into it.
You look so good in person.
Thank you.
For
I
real.
appreciate that.
Hey,
What you waste that? I love you. What a guy. I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Arabia, is that a real background?
Hey, Stat, can you stop
Yes.
smiling? Can you stop smiling? You.
Arabia is
nah, yo, bro, or some G, yo, bro, or some G shit. We gotta
Oh,
have boyfriend here, yo.
all right. Oh, shit.
I told you that.
My bad.
Nah, like it's all like,
Oh my God.
yo, Stat, let's do the football. I guess that answered the question about Floyd. When I see you taking off some
I'm
time, and
mesmerized by Stat.
this nigga here, bro.
I did not know you looked that good in person.
All right, hey, we gonna have to actually go, my nigga. I mean, I have to actually go, man. I'm gonna pay you for your time, for being here. I appreciate you. But I love you, my nigga.
I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, no. I can't. I asked you the first time. I don't have no problems with you, but I'm gonna pay you for your time.
Man, hey, and that's embarrassing for a grown man to go through a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's important, guys, for you to master yourself, so you don't end up in a situation like this, right? Because I've seen things like this happen in real life. You know, you might think this is a skit, or I don't know, they could have set that up. I'm not sure. But regardless, the message still stands, bro. I've seen this happen in real life. And where guys don't have self-control because that lust spirit takes over them, you know, you end up behaving this way. And that's unacceptable. You feel me? Every time you walk out your house, you are representing yourself. You are a walking corporation, a walking business, right? When you go for a job interview, you are a business. So in the public eye, when you're on a public platform like this, you gotta be on grind mode. You gotta be locked in. You know what I'm saying? You cannot allow your business, your brand, your image to be sacrificed over pleasure, over lust. A lot of men get tore down and they lose everything over pleasure, over lust, over women. It's sad to say, but it's true. And what makes this situation even worse is he was told multiple times, hey bro, respect the co-host. She has a boyfriend. He's actually here right now. And he kept on overstepping those boundaries, right? An habitual line stepper. And he has to maintain his image and his brand, right? So he can't keep allowing this guy to disrespect his co-host because she looked uncomfortable. You know, that the laugh and the smile, you know, she looked very uncomfortable. And that's not a good look, man, being a public figure like that, for you to, you know, because you don't ever know who's watching. I'm sure there's a lot of companies that's watching this, a lot of brands that's watching this, and they probably see this happen and say, you know what, nah, we don't want to do business with him. He's a liability. You see how he was disrespecting her and her man? Yeah, he's a liability, man. We do business with him and he don't have any composure or self-control. That might be a lawsuit. That might be a very unfortunate situation that could happen. So you always got to be mindful of the way you present yourself, fellas. That's not it right there. That's not even attractive to women. That right there is a display of being thirsty, having thirsty energy, right? That's desperate energy. All she gonna do is run from you. So this is why, guys, you have to analyze yourself and you got to figure out, what do you need to do to make yourself the best version? What do you need to do to stay disciplined within yourself and uphold your code of conduct for yourself. See, your code of conduct is you setting boundaries for yourself. This is what I will allow and this is what I won't allow. When it comes to people, I'll allow them to get this close, but they can't cross this line. They overstep and we have a problem. See, a lot of us don't have that for ourselves, so we wonder why, we backsliding, we can't get rid of old habits. We just have toxic ways because you don't have no set of rules for yourself and you're not enforcing those rules on yourself. I would never get in public and act that way. I wouldn't act that way anyway, behind closed doors. Just because once you become in tune with yourself, especially on your spiritual journey, you can read energy, right? You can tell when somebody's not feeling you. You can feel when the situation is awkward or somebody feels uncomfortable. This right here was a display of lack of awareness, lack of social awareness, lack of awareness of your environment. You got to read the room, read the energy. But most importantly, you got to be about your business. And I'm going to bring it back down to earth right now. You have to put your priorities over pleasure. There's an old saying, never mix business and pleasure. And this is why. Because situations like this can mess up your future endeavors, right? People that might want to invest in you, people that want to do business with you, this can mess it up right here. Because everything's about image. I wouldn't want that type of energy around me. Because that's contagious. It'll make you start behaving that way and thinking it's cool to act that way. Right? So you got to be in control of your energy. You got to be in control of how you respond to your environment. You can't let your environment control you. Okay, you see a beautiful woman. You going to act out of character now? Right? Act like you've been somewhere before. That's how our parents used to talk to us. Act like you've been somewhere before. Stop acting like you ain't ate. Stop acting like you ain't been fed before. Stop acting so thirsty. Even if you ain't had none in a while, whatever the case might be, bro, act like you have. Okay? Because that energy right there is going to make you more attractive. I'm saying it's going to make you more approachable, more presentable. I'm telling you guys, everything is energy now, living in a more spiritually dense world. Stuff like this is not going to fly. It's time for you to master yourself so you can evolve and become an advanced human being. All right. It's no more time for you to say, oh, it's cap or it doesn't work or it's not going to be beneficial in your life. At some point, you have to raise your energy level, right? You have to level up. You can't keep on doing the same thing over and over again, bro, because the old ways of the world is not going to work anymore. That lust going to take you out, I'm telling you. You're going to mess around and catch a bad spirit, aka through a person, and it's going to mess your whole life up. Just because you can't control your little mans. It's not that deep. It's not that serious. There's plenty of women out here, bro. You ain't got to act up like that over one woman. Love yourself. Get yourself right. Heal yourself. Be content with yourself. And you will attract what you are. I never understood guys that go out here and chase a whole bunch of women, bro. You don't have to do that. Women, vice versa. You don't got to go chase a man. You are a magnet. So whatever's meant for you is going to come to you. But having that desperate energy, you acting out, you acting like you ain't never been nowhere before, you ain't never seen nothing before, you ain't never had none before. That's going to make you lose everything that you worked hard for. All right. So, man, hey, I just want to do this video as an example of why it's important for you to master yourself, right? And if you don't have any motivation, this should be a motivation right here. Not to be put into a situation to be embarrassed in front of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. That's not a good look, man. That's not a good look. And the internet is forever, right? So just know, guys, One choice, one decision can change the trajectory of your whole reality. That's all it takes is one. One wrong decision, one wrong choice can put you into a whole nother timeline. All right, so make sure you're making the right choices to jump into the timelines that you prefer. You get me? All right, fellas, so if you need help, I do one-on-one consultations. I'll leave my link in my description. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all thought about the video, man. Peace, love, and abundance, and I'm out.